No.
The slides.
Mm.
What do you mean? Is it a one page or?
Just try to plug it in and see if it works, and if it does, it's fine. We could start. The Mr. Anonymous is here, or Mrs. Anonymous, I have no idea. So there's... Right, small setup here, but please stay tuned. This thing is about, it's titled Console Hacking Surprise. And the description says, be surprised. For those of you standing in the back, if you really want to get a good shot at this, you would have to come up front. Actually, on this side, there's still some seats left, so that's your chance to actually come up here and get a good view on that. Oh, yes, looks like a animated picture slide of an Xbox. But hey, anyone can have that, right? Just download it and...
It's the Xbox.
It is the Xbox? Oh, come on.
Yep. Jeez.
What? So I'm just wondering whether Mr. Anonymous is going to talk about it or not. Wingnut Films? Wingnut Films? King Kong. The suspense is killing me. Yeah, there you go. It was obviously an Xbox and it wasn't really running what it's supposed to be doing. And there's more to be coming soon. So thank you very much for that. It reminds me of about those cartoons which were titled Without Words. You know? Picture says it all. We should show the IRC in between. So, again, there's a small reminder for you to join our IRC channel on freenode.org. So that's the server name is obviously ircfreenode.org. and the channel name is hashmark 23C3 underscore SAAL4. That's SAAL 4. And more joining. That's nice. Hey, Jürg. So, on our list again, so this is Martin Röcker from Augsburg, southern Germany. And this is about an event taking place there.
Can you hear me? Ah, yeah. Okay. I'm doing this talk in German because it's about a small event. It's only held in German there, so that's better, I think. Okay. Ich bin aus Augsburg und wir organisieren von der Linux User Group in Augsburg immer einen Infotag, möchte darauf bloß aufmerksam machen. Jetzt denkt ihr euch, wenn ihr das erste Wort seht, oh, Augsburg, das ist ja Bayern, da habt ihr recht. Kann ich jetzt nichts dagegen sagen, es ist aber auch Schwaben, da gibt es ganz tolle Kässpätzle. Ja, das ist zum Beispiel schon mal was ganz Tolles, was wir haben. Dann haben wir natürlich die Augsburger Pupperkist, da könnt ihr auch mal vorbeikommen. Das ist, also ihr könnt es ja verbinden, weil es ist natürlich für euch eine weite Reise, aber ich finde, es lohnt sich. Es ist ein kleines Event. Wir haben immer so, keine Ahnung, 200, 300 Besucher da. Und was es da so gibt, ja, bisher. Es ist ein Vortragsprogramm, mehrere Tracks parallel. Letztes Jahr waren es auch 4, wobei wir dann festgestellt haben, dass dann doch zu viel parallel ist. Und darum machen wir vielleicht wieder bloß 2 und eine Reihe Workshops oder so mit irgendwelchen Bastelanleitungen zusammen basteln oder je nachdem. Ist immer eine ganz nette Sache. Abends geht man danach normal zusammen irgendwie noch in so eine Kneipe, eben Spätzle essen oder irgendwas anderes. Ja, dass man sich ein bisschen kennenlernt. Also wirklich kleine Sache, nicht so groß wie hier. Aber vielleicht ist ja jemand von euch aus der Gegend oder will einfach mal nach Augsburg kommen. Der kann sich das dann irgendwie nett vielleicht verbinden mit einem schönen Aufenthalt. Das Blöde ist jetzt, der Termin steht noch nicht ganz fest. Normalerweise ist es immer Ende März, immer am Samstag und normalerweise immer so am Wochenende nach der CeBIT. Das wäre jetzt dieses Jahr, nächstes Jahr dann der 24. oder 31. schätze ich mal, dass es da irgendwann stattfinden wird. Genau, und was ich jetzt suche, das sind Leute, die da mitmachen wollen, die vielleicht, also natürlich könnt ihr einfach kommen, vorbeischauen, aber wenn jemand einen Vortrag halten will, würde ich mich freuen, wenn sich da jemand bei mir meldet, sagt, ja, ich will zu dem und dem Thema irgendwas erzählen, einfach mir schreiben. Wichtig für euch wäre dann bloß die Adresse von der Luca, da steht dann immer weitere Infos, das Programm, sobald es die ersten Vortragsthemen gibt, ist immer aktuell, dann im Nachhinein die PDFs. Ihr könnt mir per Jabber schreiben, wenn ihr meine E-Mail-Adresse sucht, das findet ihr auch auf der Webseite von der Luca und da ist auch eine Mailingliste lit@luga.de oder sowas, aber weitere Informationen findet ihr dann da. Genau, würde mich freuen, wenn da vielleicht ein paar vorbeischauen, das ist immer eine ganz nette Aktion. Und das war es schon von meiner Seite aus. Viel Spaß noch. Danke.
Yes, thank you, Martin. Next on our list is Marcel. Marcel is getting ready to set up. It has a very interesting acronym. I will start with the expansion, let's say. Yet another XACT together of West and East, which reads YAXWE. Suggestions from pronunciation are welcome. Please join our IC's channel. And let's switch to Marcel. Down there is a switch.
Hi. Yeah. Okay, so just another way of to pronounce the Yahweh is Yahweh, but whoever is offended by Yahweh could use Yahweh. So that the couple of things which I need to say to you. It's what is Yahweh and what is Yahweh about, and the other thing is where Yahweh will happen and who's the organizer. So there are two possible starts. One is to introduce it with a very smart concept with a catchy question like who can you trust or something like that. Or I can start with photos. And as we have much better photos to show than CCC, again with no offense, I will start with photos. Oops. Yeah, it's on Flickr. It's just a Pula tag, because it will happen in Pula, Croatia, Adriatic Sea. And I will just talk about the concept over the slideshow, so who doesn't like talks about concept, he can just ignore my voice and enjoy the photos. Okay, so as I said in the title, Yahweh is yet another hack together of West and East. And that's yet another hack together as in yet another hackers camp, but it's also yet another as in West and East, East and West. And I can tell you that we, people from the East, are quite fed up to be invited all around for whatever is at the table of political correctness to represent that there is another Europe, that there is ex-communism, countries in transition, blah, 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 blah. Kind of things, and as we are fed up, but at the same time, we didn't really bring those issues in the hackers community, and we didn't really talk about a lot about some interesting moments which we can have. And there is also another thing which I think it's important, and that's that all of the hackers and all of the geeks around the world these days are also quite a lot of Americans, especially because of the culture. So I think that we also need to fight for our right to vote on the American elections, and that could be also one of the topics on our hackers camp. So yeah, in 2004 we did. I'll just show you another slideshow. Together with our friends from, yeah, good joke, and not just joke. Yeah, those photos are from the Transhack meeting, which we did with our friends from Italian hackers, and that was in 2004. And that's the venue which we probably will use for the Yahweh meeting. So I will just tell you a few things what we would like to see as topics on that hack meeting. So one of the things which we would like to see is people bringing collection of their local geek and hacker related items from the past. So we can play with the creation of alternative, another timeline of the hackers' history, because as we all know about Richard Stallman's printer and his problems with that, as we all know about the pizzas in front of the Altair manufacturer by Bill Gates and the others, but we really don't know a lot about our local history of hacking. At least we don't know it in Croatia and ex-Yugoslavia from my experience. There is also quite important discussion for us, and that's about the difference and similarities of what means or what is being a hacker and hacking in different local contexts. So I will just tell you one little story from the 90s. It's more from the artistic context. In the middle 90s, the developed West was very, very excited and about the utopian ideas of how internet will change the world. Yeah, you can ignore my voice. I knew. So at that time, yeah, most of the West were really enthusiastic of how internet will change the world and how interactive art is better than the representative art before, and blah 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 blah. But living in the proclaimed utopia as we used to live in Eastern Europe, where they would trying to tell us that that's almost the perfect society, we also developed some certain specific sensibility for these kind of things. And Alexei Shulgin and Lev Manovich and Boris Groys were telling to people, and I think that it's quite interesting shift, that interactive art is just another way of manipulating the audience. So they think that they're actually free to choose, but they are more like free to choose as like people who are in the experimental psychological labs or in whatever is the lab of